Hi, this is Todd with Todd's Piano Service, and I'm here in my little shop, and I've got this Samick console piano. It's available for sale, and just want to give you some information about it. I'm assuming if you're watching the video, you might be interested in looking for a piano. So I thought we'd go through three main areas: how the piano looks, how it plays, and how it sounds. And I'll try to demonstrate each of those things here so you can get an idea if this might be something that would work for you. As far as how this one looks, you can obviously see the finish is in really pretty good shape. It is from the 1990s, so it does have some minor wear, but overall, if it shows up on the camera, the finish really is in good quality condition. You've got some brass here that I have taken off and cleaned up and polished, and then lacquered. Put lacquer on that. Little knobs there. There's a lock here. We actually have a little key that comes with the piano. You can actually put this fall board down and lock that. So as far as how this one looks, I give it a pretty high rating. The pedals down there really looked pretty bad and tarnished, and on the website I've got some pictures of kind of a before and after, or one that had been finished and one that hadn't been cleaned up. So those really look quite nice. So really good on the finish for this one. Again, some minor wear that's been repaired, but nothing that's a big turn off. As far as how this one plays, I'm going to open up the piano here and take off this panel and get it out of the way so we can see inside here. And before we go on to how it plays, again, you can just see the cleanliness of it. It really is clean. You can see down in here, if you've looked in any old pianos, usually it's just filthy, and this one just looks like new. The hammers, again, a lot of times they look real dirty. This one, again, pretty much looks like new. In here, it's just real clean. I even cleaned the sides of the keys here, not the key surfaces, those are clean too, but if you look down in here at the wood portion, those actually get pretty grimy and kind of gross in there, so I kind of cleaned those up, rubbed them off, sanded them down so that they were cleaner. So it's just overall a nice clean inside piano, which is nice. If you go around looking at pianos, you'll find one thing they do is collect dust and dirt, so this one's not like that right now. As far as how it plays, there's a few main things that you can adjust in a piano, or you can go all the way and go through a huge process. One major thing is the distance between the hammers and the strings. That's very important. And as a piano gets used over the years, that distance changes because the hammers get worn. So I've adjusted this distance here. So this is a good distance. And when you do that, when you make that adjustment, sometimes it creates slack up here at the keys. And by slack, I mean like a little squish. And you want a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I went through and made that adjustment down here. Then when you press a key, you can see the hammer push up to the string and then pulls away. The hammer pushes up to the string and then pulls away. I've gone through, that's called the let-off adjustment, and I've gone through and made that adjustment. And when you play the keys, the hammer goes up and hits the string and bounces back, and it catches. I've made those adjustments there. And if we play the damper pedal here, the dampers are what go up against the string and mute the string. And when you press this right pedal down there, the dampers lift off, and they're supposed to lift off together. And when I got this piano, they were really off. They just really were out of adjustment. So I spent hours, and it's a very finicky process, sticking your tool in and adjusting them. But now you can see they're much better. They lift quite a bit better together, more evenly. So lots of adjustments, hours and hours, honestly, I spent adjusting things so that it would play and function better. Also, you can see the strings in here, they're really clean. You can see the tuning pin and the wire down in here. It's all very clean. Sometimes strings get rusty with age, but these ones are very, very nice looking. And as far as how it sounds, I'll play a little bit here. Actually, before I do that, I think I'll move the bench. It does have this nice bench, by the way. Nice padded bench, and real nice shape and condition. This isn't original to the bench. This is a Kimball bench, but it really fits in nicely. I'm going to just take this off on the bottom. And I don't know if on the camera we can see much. It's going to be dark, but you can just see again how clean it is. I actually have a dehumidifier bar in here to help with the tuning stability. You can probably see some what looks like wetness down in here. There were some very, very tiny splits in that bridge, which often happens on this is the bridge, and this is the bridge. And sometimes you get little splits, so I just put some CA glue there to keep those from being an issue. And I'll leave this over here and just demonstrate the sound of it. One nice thing about this piano is because it's about 46 inches tall, it's got real nice big tall bass strings. These bass strings are really quite long, so you get a really nice tone in the bass. If you've played little short pianos, they don't have a good full sound down there, so I really like that sound there. So it's real nice, it's real clean, it's got a lot of years left in it. Being it's from the 90s, I mean, that's for as far as pianos go, that's a very, very young age. Pianos will last 50, 60, 100 years if they're maintained and adjusted. I've done a lot of maintenance and adjustment on this one, so it should last for many decades. And if you want to check it out, you can call me. It's 570-867-0587. You can go on the website, toddspianoservice.com, and email me through the website. And then come in and play it and check it out. That's the best way.